Hello everyone and welcome to some Rapid Chess on Leeches. It's a nice Sunday, so let's play a nice 10+0 minute game. And hopefully we will play some good moves. As usual, I will try to articulate my thought process as to the best of my ability. And hopefully those of you who came here to learn will be able to get something out of it. So our opponent is Keshav Kaurav from India, rated 23-25, and he goes for the Sicilian defense. Also says hi in the chat. All right, hi. There we go. We're going to counter it with knight f3, and it's a d6. So it's a pretty standard stuff. Might be a knight erf, but then again, you never know. We'll see what he goes for. And yeah, we're just going for some rapid development. And for those of you who are new to chess, he traded his c pawn for a d pawn, which is good for him as he eliminates our central pawn for his c pawn. But then again, we get a nice active square for our knight in the center of the board. So it's a nice trade-off. Very happy to have my knight on d4. All right, so he goes for a6, and we have to figure out how to tackle this. Usually h3 is what we went for, so we're gonna go for h3 this time as well. Yeah, let's just go h3. There are many moves here. Like any move you make here is a good move, and h3 also, but you can also like play bishop e2, bishop c4, bishop d3, bishop e3, bishop g5. So he goes for h6, which is fine. We're gonna go for g4. It's useful as it stops white from executing g5 right away. He goes bishop to e6. He of course wants to have control over the d5 square, and we're gonna play bishop to g2. Later on, we can play knight to g3 if needed, and maybe to f5, especially if he castles kingside. But we're gonna do our best to castle queenside, and the knight is now coming to c5, which is very nice. We're gonna play bishop e3. Yeah, queen d2, fairly standard stuff, and the bishop. Okay, pawn comes to b5 right away. Now I don't know if. Yeah, if a3 should be played here, but I'm gonna play it as I don't see why not. He will play queen a5. He has the bishop attacking a2. Also stops b4. Definitely makes sense. Oh, so he decides to deviate from knight c5. He wants to get the knight to c4, which is great, as my bishop is no longer controlling the c4 square, and he wants to attack my queen and pawn here. Now, do I have time for queenside castles now? That's the question. He will put a knight here, and well, if he puts a knight here, he can take our dark square bishop whenever he wants. So we might as well just take it. Yeah, I can't remember if I've ever seen this done. Yeah, now he will have some support for b4, but okay. I mean, yeah. Also, we have to play f3 at some point, or maybe we don't. Yeah, let's just play rook f1. Yeah, the question is now, does b4 do all that much? It's probably a good move. Now he plays g5. Huh. It's very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna go knight d5. Simply to try and get him to capture on d5, but also to make b4 an impossible idea. Also now I'm covering the a5 square as well. So we're covering a lot of stuff here. And I'm still gonna castle queenside. Yeah, okay, so he takes. We're gonna capture with the pawn, of course. And now we castle queenside. Without ever having to worry about pawn to b4. F2 is defended. This is defended. Yeah, okay. He can castle kingside, but it might be. It's probably even good. Yeah, it's probably even good. if he develops the bishop. Okay, so he will shift the other knight now. Did he do we need the castle, or do we go for knight g3, knight f5 right away? I mean, that knight on f5 will be an absolute monster. But on the other hand, the knight is guarding d4, so I don't want to really see queen d4 here. But no, queen d4 isn't really anything. Yeah, he can play it. I'm just gonna castle queenside, and it's perfectly fine. I don't think we even need to play for some sort of an attack here. If we have the f5 square for our knight, even if he trades queens and we go into an endgame, the knight on f5 will be unstoppable. Okay, what does the knight want here? It's definitely a question. Yeah, let's get the knight to f5. Now bishop g7 is no longer possible. Bishop to e7 is possible. But yeah, we'll see. I don't see the immediate upside for having a knight on c5. Yeah, knight a4 is nice, but I'm still just gonna castle. Or will I? Pretty sure I will. Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm not falling for some sort of a silly one-move tactic. So still everything nicely defended. Might even include king to b1, although I don't think it's super relevant. He might go... Okay, so he does go for the bishop move. Not really an issue. Not really an issue, as the king cannot move. So we go h4. We go h4 with the idea of just captures and captures. And if he captures, then we go f4. We're destroying the center. Okay, so now the d6 pawn is a little bit weak. So if we can somehow... yeah, e4 might be nice, but let's go rook here. Yeah, now if he takes, he will have some bishop to g5 ideas, but I'm always faster with f4. So g captures isn't really an issue. And f4, okay, we will have to play king to b1. That's definitely the case. Okay, so he wants to be faster. Fine. We wanted to put a rook on e4 anyway. Yeah, now knight c5 might be okay, so what is this move? Not really doing all that much. Okay, but one thing it does, misclick. He said he misclicked. Oh, okay. Okay, ask back. Ask back the move. Yeah. Yeah, I can't retract the move for him. Yeah, he has to propose a take back. Yeah, okay. He offers a draw. No, maybe he misclicked and offered a draw. Yeah, I hope we'll get our time back if he asks for a take back. If he will. He says I changed my setting. What? I have no idea what that means. Oh, he set up his options that no takebacks are allowed. Okay, a draw it is. A draw it is. We can play another one. Okay. Another one, so it will be a bit of a longer video, but okay. He goes for c4, the English opening, and we're gonna do our usual stuff. We're gonna play the... Well, obviously not that. I actually wanted to play c5. I have no idea why I played f5. But okay, I mean, let's play principled chess. Doesn't matter. We'll play the Dutch against the English. No idea why I did that. Yeah, really funny stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's go e6 with some bishop to b4. Try to get something sort of a Nimzo Indian with f5. Why not? Yeah, why not? Let's go bishop e7. Yeah, really weird move. But okay, I'm pretty sure that you know, there is an opening f5 against the English. Why not? It actually, I mean, it actually doesn't look that terrible. We're gonna play b6, play bishop b7, put a knight on e4. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this. Yeah, nothing wrong with this at all. Do we trade queens? No, let's keep it interesting. Not sure if it's even possible to trade queens here. Yeah, probably pawn captures will give us a more interesting game, but that also locks our bishop in completely. So we're gonna take with the bishop. He'll probably just kick it away. We'll move it back. He'll play bishop f3. We trade off the bishop. So probably because of that, maybe pawn captures was the more ambitious way to play. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'll take it. And sort of close this. Yeah, he would love to put a knight here. But if he goes here, I'll just take the pawn. So that's not happening. And he can't put the knight here to go here. So he has to figure out how to do that. And I would like to put my knight where? I would like to put my knight on c5 so he doesn't have this. But that's easier said than done. Let's just get rid of this nasty pawn. All right, if we can get rid of the weak d6 pawn and develop our rook and knight, we should be okay. And he will, of course, do everything in his power to prevent that. Yeah, and what else do we have here? Okay, so some general thoughts about the position. Yeah, his position is nice. Okay. So trying to defend here and also put some pressure on my king side. Again, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but now I'm actually inclined to go c5. What, c5, so we don't have to worry about rook captures anymore. And then we get our pieces into the game. But the c5, he'll probably go after the bishop here, but we don't care. Yeah, we have to care a little bit since f3 will be an option then. I probably will have to play f5, but yeah, I think c5 is now okay. 92 and then f4. Yeah, we have to clear some space for our bishop. And if he doesn't play that, we just bring our knight into the game. Knight to d7, knight to e4, knight to e5. Oh no, he will go after the pawn chain with b4. Yeah, very interesting. Now, yeah, if he takes, I will take with the pawn. Might look a little bit weird, but I really don't want to see a knight on d4 and then going here. Yeah, and he would very much love what? Why this bishop move? What is this? Okay. Show me. Okay, queen captures. Ah, okay, that's how he traps it. Ah, okay. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, that's how he traps it. Huh. Yeah, I will play f4. I will play f4. Simply because I believe he will capture on f4. He doesn't want to see f3 on the board. He doesn't want to take the rook and see f3. So he will take. It's not much. It's probably not even good. Yeah, okay. He will take that. I will take here. So we have a bishop against a rook. We have a passed c pawn. And that's all that we have. Let's make the most of it. He will now try to find the cleanest way on how to trade down. And also activate his rook, because as long as... Okay, so this is very nice. Stopping any mate threats. Good move. Okay, so we're gonna play queen f5 here. Threaten this. And also if he moves the rook, then we have some... Yeah, it's nothing really. Yeah, rook here is actually very nice. Even force my hand into capturing the pawn here. Or do I just capture? Nah. Yeah, he doesn't have any... It might even be dangerous to lift the rook. So he has to figure out a different way on how to defend this. If he plays this, I could even trade queens maybe, but no, then okay. He captures, I can capture with tempo as the rook is attacked. And if I can get my pawns, two connected pass pawns, to be defended, like, you know, like rook e1, I capture, he captures, I capture. Attack his rook. Where does the rook go? Probably here to prevent me from getting my rook into the game and to defend the pawn. and then I can... Yeah, it looks a bit too much. There's no way to gain all the tempi needed. But yeah, I mean, I could do it, like, rook a5, I go here, sacrifice the pawn. He takes, and I push c4. Might not be terrible. And well, he can double up rooks on the 7th. My bishop here might be useful in defending all sorts of checkmating ideas. But all in all, objectively, he will be better. So, yeah, okay. He's not interested in that. He will just offer me a pawn. But now with the rook on c3, is it... yeah, now it's even worse to trade queens. But there's no way for him to actually defend the pawn. So we will improve our position as much as possible before... yeah, and he also wants to have the ability of going rook g3, so he doesn't have to worry about checkmate. Play c4 here. Yeah, let's get the pawn one square further. Get the pawn one square further. Then if he takes, we're just gonna attack the rooks. Yeah, we have to win back material if we can. You know, probably it was better just have him, you know, being up the... Oh, sorry, I forgot to unmute Zen mode. Maybe it was better to... Okay, what is this? Oh, he will go after the pawn this way. He'll probably attack it, but he knows that he will take it at some point. So maybe over attacking isn't the way to go. So he might even play this. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so he does attack it. And we're gonna put the rook on e8 for the moment. Just so, you know, once everything gets traded off, we have some sort of a threat here. Although it's not really a threat, he can just trade everything. Yeah, captures, captures, captures. And then I can't take with the queen because queen captures and the rook checks. He has queen back to f1. It's kind of a problem, but still, it's a very annoying a rook to have here. He will waste the move probably with the pawn. But g4. Okay. Not the first move that comes to mind, definitely. Okay, we're gonna force the trades. He'll probably just capture now. Yeah, he will capture. We go here. Now he has to capture with the queen, and then he loses the g-pawn, which is not the best. If he wants to capture it. If he doesn't capture it, well, his rook is hanging. I don't know, g4 was probably a bit too optimistic. We'll see. I like it. He's starting to waste time. Yeah, how do you deal with the rook here? Do you actually play? No, he defends the rook this way. And attacks my rook. Yeah, let's not blunder that. But rook e5. Rook e5 is game over. Yeah, something had to give. Yeah, g4. G4 a bit too optimistic. Okay, I could have. Yeah, I don't know if I should analyze also the first game, which we sort of abrupted, but yeah, okay, not really gonna accomplish anything. Whatever you play, it's mate in one. Okay. So let's analyze this. Whatever this was, f5 against the English. Not really sure. I mean, it probably has a name. I'm just gonna check real quickly. What is this? I don't want to trick you guys. Okay, so the Anglo-Dutch defense against the English is f5. So that is obviously what I played. Yeah, I played knight f6. Okay, we had some e6 action here. Bishop to b4. I thought about it. I decided to go for bishop to e7. Seemingly much worse, you know, in terms of engine strength. E3. Okay. I decided to develop my light square bishop by fianchettoing and put a knight on e4. Yeah, and I really couldn't figure out if anything was wrong with this. Yeah, f captures on e4, obviously the move. And, you know, my spidey sense was telling me this, but I wanted to be greedy. And then the immediate d5. Yeah, he counters it well. I captured, and played this. Yeah, now rook c8. Yeah, he has to start shuffling the knight right away and then kick away my bishop. I played c6. Yeah, not the best. Yeah, bishop to c4 counters. No, dc6 is the way to go. Yeah, he has to play this, and then after I capture, queen b3. Check, I move, and then knight attacks the bishop. Okay, and then what? If I go here, he takes, I take. He goes here. Okay, with what idea? Yeah, okay. No, I mean, this, I guess it is better for white, but to me, it even looks like something that I would enjoy with black. So, okay, he played bishop to c4, and now it's 0-0 again. So, maybe not the best way to go. Yeah, capturing the knight, tactically the most sound. I went for c5. I thought it'd be nice, as he doesn't have knight to g5 or knight to d4. b4, I played knight. Wow, just question marks, but it's not like a really like a blunder or anything. It's still 0-0 position. Bishop b5, I played knight here. He captured it, I captured it, and bishop to c6. He went after my rook, and yeah, now I played pawn to f4. Yeah, just rook a to c8 is the way to go, but I blundered here. Or rather, it wasn't a blunder, it was a voluntary sacrifice of the exchange. He went, yeah, rook c4, queen a4 a little bit better. I tried some tricky stuff here. None of it seemed to actually work. He played rook e1, yeah, not the best. But yeah, rook e1 is the way to go, the move that we discussed, yeah. He actually did go for the bishop. I played rook e8, and then he played pawn to b4. Yeah, this is a pawn to g4. The double question mark move, and now I'm just better. Yeah, instead of this, just rook c to c1, followed by, I imagine, rook e1. But yeah, he went for g4, queen f3. He went for rook captures, and now is just winning. Yeah, even if he captured, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, there was even this. Yeah, don't worry about the pawn. Just a nice check, and we pick up the queen. Yeah, I really hope I would have seen that and not just grab the pawn like some sort of a pawn grabber. But he played queen here, and I played rook e4. Yeah, that's the only move that wins by force, but it's not a difficult one to spot. He played queen here, and now it's just checkmate. Yeah, so not the cleanest session, but we did okay against a high-rated opponent. So you know, I'll take it for a nice Sunday session. So yeah, that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry for a bit of a longer video, but that first game got interrupted, and I thought it'd be nice to offer a second one. So yeah, as usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Both of them will be my no. I'll make one previous leeches session, and the one below that, the Alan Turing video I made yesterday. If you haven't seen it, do check it out. Really wonderful stuff in there. And yeah, hope you had a nice one. Have a great Sunday, and see you soon.